Hi, I'm Stephen and welcome to another installment of Nerd News. Coming up in this video, Venom could be making an appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Disney confirms new Star Wars movie spin-offs, and Thunderbirds are go. Again. First up, our main story, the 49ers were defeated by the Ravens 34-31 during last week's intense Superbowl Sunday game. But who cares? New trailers! We had the extended look at Iron Man 3, or that is to say an extensive look from Robert Downey Jr., before we got a better look at the attack on Air Force One and Tony Stark's attempts to rescue the airborne victims. Followed by promos for The Walking Dead featuring a woman being charmingly frustrated by a house full of filthy walkers who realistically should have torn her and her entire family apart before the advert even began. And talking of zombies, we had another look at PG-13 Brad Pitt zombie romp World War Z, a movie about the flesh-craving undead that's so unthreatening you could take the kids to see it with no fear of them having nightmares. Essentially a 30-second recut of the teaser trailer, it offered nothing new. James Franco and Mila Kunis' CGI fest Oz the Great and Powerful gave us another quick glimpse at Sam Raimi's prequel to one of the greatest movies of all time, but still no joy in finding Raimi's Delta 88 car in Oz so far. Next up was the teaser for Fast and Furious 6. More faster and more furiouser than the previous movies, the franchise seems to be turning into Grand Theft Auto the movie with each installment. I mean, look at this one. Tanks! And naturally, we have the mindless testosterone team-up of The Rock and Vin Diesel in order to take down some other nasty bad guy types who steal cars and stuff. The swines. Still, with impressive stunts and explosions and womanly womanness for the men and manly manless for the women, Fast and Furious 6 looks to be fun for both genders. Finally, Trek fans got another glimpse at J.J. Abrams' Star Trek Into Darkness, with more of Benedict Cumberbatch's villain monologuing about how great he is, which seems to make the rest of the cast really depressed, or angry, or scared, with intense close-ups of the entire crew looking a tad upset. This culminates in a glorious shot of the Enterprise crashing to Earth, probably because the crew were too depressed or angry or scared to actually drive the thing. In other non-Super Bowl news, Disney has confirmed there will be Star Wars spin-off movies in addition to the new trilogy. Speculation has been rife that the new movies might focus on Yoda, but Disney is looking to focus on two projects in particular. One will revolve around a young Han Solo as he learns the ropes of being a smuggler, while the other would focus on Boba Fett's bounty-hunting adventures. The Han Solo film would fit in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which means that they will have to find a new actor to play a young Solo, while the Boba Fett film would take place somewhere in the time frame of the original trilogy. And staying with Star Wars, rumour has it that legendary composer John Williams will not be returning to score the new Star Wars movies. An interview with J.J. Abrams revealed that the only person he knew who was a bigger Star Wars geek than him was his longtime collaborator Michael Giacchino. So it's not without reason that Abrams will want his longtime friend and colleague on board. Yet as much as Giacchino's work stands up to the highest scrutiny, it can't be denied that it just wouldn't be the same without Williams involved on some level. Amazing Spider-Man director Mark Webb has tweeted a picture which may hint at an appearance by Venom in the sequel. The picture of a seemingly innocent door bears a striking similarity to a panel from the Ultimate Spider-Man comic in which Venom was introduced. The backstory there was that Peter Parker and Eddie Brock's fathers were experimenting on a cancer cure, a black goo substance that enveloped the patient in order to treat them. The experiment instead was successful in creating Venom, a symbiotic life form that has to feed on organic tissue to survive. We at FTN can't help feeling that this may be the setup for the third movie, or an end of credits hint, or a subtle background reference. Either way, we will find out when The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is released on April 18th, 2014. Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz director Edgar Wright has been speaking about the production of his latest movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Ant-Man. Wright claims that he and executive producer Kevin Feige are working on the script and that Wright wanted to finish off his Blood and Ice Cream trilogy with The World's End, starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, before production on Ant-Man began. He has also revealed that working on The World's End and Scott Pilgrim has helped him feel much more comfortable about working on big special effects movies. While it's still not due for release until 2015, we feel like it can't get here fast enough. That, and coupled with the strong rumours that Planet Hulk is also set for Avengers Phase 3, we're confident that the best of Marvel may still be yet to come. Series 5 of Being Human is to be its last. However, on the plus side, showrunner Toby Whithouse knew in advance that it was coming to an end, and has promised the finale will be a nerve-wracking affair. We have to assume that's why the devil himself is the villain this time out. Over the next 5 weeks, Hal, Tom and Alex will face the most fearsome adversary imaginable. Is this a one-way ticket to the apocalypse? And what sacrifices must be made to postpone Armageddon? But for now, we must say this is a sad bit of news indeed. Being Human has been a consistently fun show and a highlight of the nerd calendar for the last 5 years. You'll be missed, guys. And finally, a modern take on Jerry Anderson's cult 1960s puppet series Thunderbirds is in development. 26 half-hour episodes have been ordered for broadcast on children's channel CITV in the UK for a 2015 airing date. The reinvention will be produced using a unique mix of CGI animation and live-action model sets. Featuring the show's family of heroes, International Rescue, Thunderbirds Are Go will see the 5 Tracy brothers back on TV screens piloting their Thunderbird vehicles in rescues across the globe. Well, that's it for Nerd News this week. For all these stories and more, go to followingthenerd.com. Follow us on Twitter at NerdFollowing and like us on Facebook. I've been Steve McCullough, and until next time, remember to keep following the nerd. Goodbye.